not live, and I'm not allowed to do that. So, before I get started, I wanted to give a round of applause to the beautiful Mr. and Mrs. Smucker. As everyone's already said tonight, they look stunning, but everyone keeps talking about Katie. Greg, you look fantastic as well. And I also cannot leave out the amazing people who made them. You know who you are: Bob, Jill, Lisa, Scott. Thank you. Lisa and Scott specifically, thank you for bringing this lovely man into the world. He has always been just fantastic. I'll get more into it later, but I'm not allowed to ad-lib, so let me get back to this. I also want to thank Bob and Jill for giving me my beautiful best friend, accepting me as your part-time daughter also, thank you, and for throwing this incredible wedding. I mean, let's be honest, Bob could have probably bought another boat. So, thank you. It's great. Food's lovely so far. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Paige. I'm the maid of honor, if you haven't guessed already. I plan to entertain you for the next couple minutes. If you do not find me entertaining, there's open bar, so please feel free. Go get yourself some drinks. You will find me entertaining by the end of this speech. Sorry, back to you guys, my bad. Katie and I met in middle school, but we didn't really become close until high school when we were on the same cheer team for basketball season. I remember being at a varsity basketball game with Katie and seeing Greg and Steven dominate the rival team. And I actually think that was the first time I saw Katie check Greg out in the basketball shorts. I could have been wrong, but I saw some looks. I did. The following year, as people from Virginia, people who are not from Virginia, I'm sorry, this is not really going to make sense to you, but we had something called Snowpocalypse. Yeah, I see you. Thank you, Sherry. So it was pretty crazy. It was a lot of snow. Anyway, I lost my spot. I'm sorry, I keep ad-libbing. So I went to a basketball game, and after I called Katie, invited myself over to her house like I normally did. Said I would only be there for like 30 minutes. 4 hours and 2 feet of snow later, I realized I wasn't really going anywhere. And the next week, we were snowed in at Katie's, which was one of the best weeks of my life. And it was really the beginning of our friendship because we started getting closer. We were literally stuck together, and it was fantastic. But more importantly, it was actually the start of Katie and Greg's relationship as well because he was snowed in with us. And this lucky man could not have asked for a better blizzard. Like, he probably planned it. Since the blizzard, Katie has filled a void in my life. She has always been the long-lost sister I've always wanted, even though I have 3. Katie has been my personal life coach, my partner in crime, the keeper of all my secrets, sometimes. Yeah. The video, you know what I'm talking about, yeah. We know more about each other than any normal person would want to know about their friend. We've laughed together, comforted each other. We have never-ending list of inside jokes, and we are almost fluent in telepathy with each other, so it's in the works. Even though we've been in a long-distance relationship for the past 3 years, we're still going strong. She's always been there for me, and I will always be there for her, regardless of whatever tiffs that come our way. Katie, specifically, I want you to know I have written and rewritten this speech, I'd say over 50 times. I actually was fixing it before this, too. Huh? Yeah. Okay, anyway. And just like you said to me when you were trying to write your vows, how do I put our love into words? I can't, so I'm just going to keep talking. I feel so blessed to have met you. You're the most incredible best friend a girl could ever ask for. Don't give me that look, I'm going to start crying. I'm going to turn away from her. Even though I'd like to believe that her and I bring out the best in each other, I know it's really you, Greg, who brings out the best in Katie. Over the years, I've seen how he keeps her motivated, shows her how much potential she has, reminds her of her beauty daily, and continues to be her biggest fan. Greg. As her husband, I understand that you're now supposed to be her best friend, her partner in crime, her life coach, and the keeper of her secrets. I know that you two love each other more than words can describe, and I think all of us can see how happy you are. You both are. And even though I've made a fantastic third wheel over the last couple of years, I'm gonna have to go join another bicycle. But I can't express how overjoyed I am for you two to officially start your lives together as one. Finally, I'm at the end of this speech. I'd like to end with a quote from an American poet named Ogden Nash. And if everyone could raise their glass, I'd like to raise mine, but I'm holding an iPhone and a microphone. And congratulate the new Mr. and Mrs. Smucker. To keep your marriage brimming with love in your wedding cup, whenever you're wrong, admit it. Whenever you're right, shut up. Cheers.
Cheers.